So I wanted to ask the origin first content I've ever seen from you and Kenny was the pilot movie. And I was wondering what was life like before that? Were you just finishing like film school, trying to get into the scene?
Kenny, geez, before you're talking about before Kenny versus Spenny came out?
Even before, like during the pilot documentary that you guys did, like the movie,
The, oh, Pitch, you mean?
Pitch. Sorry, I even wrote pilot. Why the hell? Yeah. Sorry, the Pitch movie. Yeah, that was a really good, I guess,
Yeah, I mean,
insight.
that was, I think basically, the events were Kenny and I met. We fell in love with making little videos, mostly home videos. With Kenny edited, and we had a Super 16 video camera, I think it was called, or a 16 video camera. And we were running around Toronto making a movie with Bobby, who's Uncle Bobby from the series. We collaborated on a few things, and we just really liked it. And we sort of decided that we were going to get into the business through writing a script, which we wrote, and then we naively decided that we were going to sell it ourselves. And we got on the phone and started calling actors, agents, and this and that. And we're just given the runaround. They had wanted nothing to do with us. We didn't have representation. We weren't in LA, blah, 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 blah. And we somehow had the idea, let's film this train wreck. And that was the birth of Pitch. And the most amazing thing was that we raised the money to make it.
Right.
It was shot on Super 16 film. And then we blew it up to 35 when we felt it was good, and we were getting we were getting accepted in some of the festivals. So that's where the Wolfish money came in.
I saw this meme. I don't understand this meme. What's the Wolfish owes me 10K meme or whatever?
Well, it's really a business decision that a guy named Wolfish made to become a producer on the film. And he paid for that with $10,000, which we immediately spent on the blow up, which was, I think, $60,000.
Wow.
And yeah, it was expensive. And then he just started asking for his money back, constantly calling, regretting his decision. The money was gone. And just to get him to stop calling, I made the mistake of saying that, look, if I can, I'll pay you back. I left myself a lot of wiggle room. I just wanted the phone calls to stop.
Right.
And Kenny, who's a brilliant gaslighter, it's the new word they use, gaslit the whole thing till I killed his dogs. And it just, you never know what things, certain things take off, like kissing him in Amsterdam. Which owing Wolfish money, and here we are, 11, 12 years later, and people are still going on about it.
I just didn't understand the meme.
It's annoying and it's boring, but it shows that people are like the show, so I can't get that upset about it.
What was the goal with the movie? Was it to see like behind the scenes how much of a struggle this is, and maybe to tell other people?
I think it was more narcissistic than that. I think we really had never pondered putting ourselves on camera. So I think once we decided to do that, it really became about how to make an entertaining movie with this premise of us trying to sell the script. It turned out to be a sort of cautionary tale, I would say, about Hollywood. But I think most people know, they should know, it's very difficult to sell a script in Hollywood.
Yeah. Was that like the lighter that kind of sparked this, like you guys want to have more camera time and work on the dynamic?
Well, that happened as a result of, we made the show, we got into festivals, and we'd sit and be invited to festivals that it was in, and we'd sit with the audience, and we noticed that they were laughing. And, our comedy nerdism immediately sort of kicked into oh my God, we're a comedy duo. I'm the straight and he's the crazy guy. The difference is, and what makes the thing unique is that it's a very natural, real, not put on,
Right.
So when you had like Abbott and Costello, or Laurel and Hardy, Laurel was, comedic, genius, and did a lot of the writing, and, worked hard on the production end of things. So it was an act, right? Where with us, we try to minimize the acting as much as possible. And that's just by virtue of this new genre, which I think Tom Green, really got going, which is this reality comedy genre. So, that's basically what pitch was to us. It was a confirmation that we could be funny and that we could actually be on camera.
But you guys were friends before this, long before this. You guys have known each other for a long. Do you think it's like almost destiny that you both loved film and being acting? And because that seems like a crazy, like, statistical anomaly that you guys would be in the same genre of work.
Yeah, I mean, and furtherly weird is that I'm older than he is, and we became close friends because we had a thing in Canada. Where are you? Are you in Canada?
I'm in Windsor.
Okay. You're in Windsor. So I spend a lot of time there, actually. So look, basically, what was the question?
I was saying, like, isn't it kind of weird that you guys both found each other?
Oh, yeah. So that was, our fathers were friends. So we knew of each other. And what really, I think, solidified it was I had no compunction to get serious towards the end of grade 13, which was now
end of high school.
Right. When all my friends, Jewish academic wannabes and some were, they sort of got serious around grade 13, right? Because in Jewish homes, education's extremely important. So I didn't have that. I didn't want that. So I naturally gravitated towards the younger kids who were still partying and having fun. And that's how Kenny and I really became friends, even though we knew each other since we were very small because our fathers were friends. So,
You gravitated towards.
So I don't know. I mean, it's always lucky, but everything in life is lucky.
Sure.
Just being born.
Sure. So did you move to LA after that movie, or did you spend any time living in LA?
We moved to LA after the movie because we had a woman who was connected to a guy named David Tochterman, who was the talent executive for Will Smith's Overbrook Entertainment. And I guess she had seen Pitch in one of the festival screenings and thought that we had a relationship or an act or whatever you want to call it that would be better for TV than movies. And so she got us a development deal, and we each got what seemed like a lot of money back then. And we moved out to LA, and we pitched the show. And finally USA Network picked it up, and it was the worst pitch meeting we'd ever taken in our lives.
Why? Why was it bad?
Well, we were pitching one guy named Stephen Chow, an Asian American guy, I guess. And he didn't smile. He didn't laugh. He didn't show any inkling that he even understood or got the show. Where other pitch meetings, we were like giving high fives, and we did it, and they passed almost invariably. So we did the pilot there for KVS, and halfway through they pulled the plug on us. They didn't have the same idea we did of what the show was, and we were too probably naive to listen to them and realize the power of an executive in the United States. Anyhow, so that's really what happened, and we ended up, because we did go to film school, finishing the pilot ourselves, and then we stayed in LA and lived, a very frugal existence because we had blown through the Will Smith money, and then John Moranis had seen the pilot, and he was with Alliance Atlantis, and he started his own company, and he took us out, and we sold the show to CBC, 26 episodes. And then Matt and Trey got involved around season 3 or 4. They did one season with us. We were on Comedy Central, which was a great money-making year. We got paid. And then that sort of tanked in the States, and it really wasn't given a chance to succeed. So, I'm not surprised by the result. We got kicked off CBC. Actually, before that, I'm going out of order.
Yeah, there was a lot of cancellations, so it's okay if you forgot.
Showcase picked us up, which was a real great thing, because most when CBC passes or stops doing a show, it's usually dead. You move on, but they took it because we had a fan base. We were just on the wrong network at the wrong time, so we very lucky to get that second shot.